everybody. I've lived here for 30 years. I'm a dried up old man with nothing left, just like Chris Briles. And I want to say, why can't we have meetings? You know, get these problems solved, get it over with, and move on. We can't in our own county buildings? Come on. And if so, how do we adjust our taxes? We don't need to be paying for those. And the other thing is, Mr. Ward, you said it yourself. You agree with the Bundys on a lot of things. However, why do we have the FBI here? We have great sheriffs, and I know I'm going to get beat from the backside on this. We have great sheriffs. I know most of them. Grew up with them. Kick the FBI out of here, and you guys are competent enough to take care of it yourself.
Where you going?
Hello, my name is Becky Proctor. I am a Burns, Harney County resident all my life. I am a 12th generation Burns Paiute Indian. What made me decide to come out here tonight was I came to the school, got my son, and took him home from wrestling. A Ford Temple card that came back, out-of-state license, went by my house and told me to return to the res. You know what? This is my res. I grew up here. I want you guys to go home. My son doesn't need to be putting a chair in front of his door every night to make sure that me, a single mother, is safe. I'm not doing it anymore. I went out and got my shotgun. And if anyone comes to my door that I don't know or threatens me or my son, it will be handled. I'm not going to put up with it.
So, listen, we've been asked a couple times, why not the meetings in the county buildings? So, you want to meet in county buildings, you're welcome to. Anybody that's doing criminal activities, not welcome. We're not going to set up displays for those that want to sell drugs. Anybody in this room can come and talk to me. Vanessa did today. We had a great conversation. I don't know if we got an answer. You beat me up. I got that. That's part of my responsibility. And I accept it. I'm trying to do better next time. I'm going to keep trying to do better. This is my home. This is your home. I work for all of you. Call that a pity factor, a pity thing. I can give you a whole list of things why I'm distressed. My family's distressed. I'm not going there. This community is what I work for. Mr. Bundy, be very clear. I'm happy to meet you. Any place outside my county. It is time for you to go home. These people keep telling me.
Okay, we have a speaker here. The speaker has the microphone. The speaker has the microphone, thank you.
Can I get the microphone?
It's probably a good thing that we get together here and that we allow people to voice their opinions. They can voice their opinions passionately. Maybe then perhaps they'll get their, I don't know, we call it catharsis, cleansing ourselves a little bit. But when we're done yelling, we're going to need to get together again as a community. Now, oh, I forgot to say my name. I'm Pastor Matthew Littow. sort of a Lutheran, Episcopalian, native, traditional kind of hybrid. When the yelling gets done, and let's not hurt each other physically when we're doing it, go ahead and yell if you need to. But we're going to need to get together after all that's done. I have lots and lots of friends who are concerned about me here, concerned about the ministry of the two churches that I serve, and I tell them, just pray for peace. I tell them also to light a candle for peace. So go ahead and have your say. But let's join together in prayer. Let's join together in solving our problems peacefully. That's the Christian way. And regardless of how long this thing continues, I'm going to stay here. I grew up in Western Oregon, and for the past 45 years, I've been coming out here on a regular basis to hunt deer, catch fish, shoot chuckers, and even chase a couple of jackrabbits. Harney County is very close to my heart, always has been. Let's pray for peace.
It's good to be in the midst of so many passionate people. We have some very divided people here. And I'm going to use something here that I hope will follow up with what Matt said. My name is Brian Bowman. I pastor the Harney County Church of Nazarene. I've been here next month 4 years. And I just wanted to say I've lived in 9 states in my 56 years. And this is the best place I've lived in those 56 years. Mr. Bundy, it's nice to have you here, and some of your other men, I've seen them around. You have certainly brought a voice. Without taking sides, I just want to say thank you because you have made an awareness. You've also created a lot of division, and I'm not equating you to him, but a guy named Jesus did the same thing. And I want to challenge us, kind of what Matt said before I share from this. No, it's not the Bible, but it's close for some ladies. The word came to me as I was sitting there. I have some very passionate men right here, and women, I've heard you. And we've had some passionate people on both sides of the fence. But I want to challenge us. Jesus was an individual, as God's only Son, that was full of grace. We need to extend some grace to one another here. I think as Matt said, boy, we have some very strong opinions everywhere, and we have some in the middle. What if we sat down and, without yelling, without swearing, without name calling, worked it out? Is that possible? I think. Any of you ladies have this in your kitchen? Can I see your hands? Come on, I have a few hands. Maybe some men, I don't want any guys left out either. There we go. Include everybody. One of my favorite desserts is chocolate chip cookies. I want to read you the ingredients required for chocolate chip cookies. Granulated sugar, brown sugar, margarine or butter, shortening, eggs, vanilla, flour, baking soda, salt. We'll skip the chopped nuts since I don't like nuts in my cookies. And last but not least, semi-sweet chocolate chips. We have some Democrats here, some Republicans, we have some ranchers, some BLM, some government people. We have some educators, professional people from the East Coast here in our midst. We're quite a homogeneous group, or heterogeneous group, quite a mix. I think we need to bring it all together and get a really sweet batch of cookies out of all this heterogeneous mix and be grace to one another.
Okay, so we're getting close to the end, and so I want to make sure anyone from Harney County, so Harney County residents get preferential treatment. Now I'm going to go here first, sir, and then we'll come back to you.
When did this side get involved?
Rick Hobine, Stinking Water Creek, Lamb Ranch, Jersey, Oregon. 9 years. Every time I think I'm going to get up to speak, someone says exactly what I was going to talk about. That's happened 3 or 4 times in these meetings. A little bit of background. We haven't been here but 5 minutes compared to some. But we've really lived a lot of life since we've been here. When we first got here, my 6-year-old found 2 cases of melting dynamite in a granary. And being that he experiences dyslexia, he couldn't read what that was. So he thought these little plastic wrapper, actually wax paper wrapper, what looked like burritos, should go home to Mom so she could maybe look at that. So she pitches him out through the roof of this granary that he crawled in because the door was froze shut. He got 4 of them to go through that little hole that he crawled in, and they landed outside. So he brings them to the house, and he hands these 4 little burrito-looking things to Mom, and Mom says, "Your dad's right behind you, give them to him." Those can't be in the house. So he handed them to me, and being the suave, great dad that I am, I said, "Don't give them to me." The point of the story is we called the sheriff. And the sheriff said, "Get out of the house, we'll be right there." We not only had the sheriff, but we had the state police, and in very short order we had the bomb squad from Pendleton in our yard. And these guys are just the most amazing. If you've never had the bomb squad in your front yard, these guys are it. They've got little robotic buggies, and they know how to deal with 60-year-old dynamite, and then they do this is what happens if dynamite goes off, and they showed the kids that. And to this day, we are the crazy people that moved here from Hawaii 9 years ago that have the dynamite in their shed, amongst other stories, like the time we almost washed out our dam. Anyway, it's been a lifetime in 9 years. Now, the other night I went to a Tuesday night meeting, and we were given a civics lesson on how things could work or should work, depends how you read it. And I ended up on the Committee of Safety, which have been vilified, and you're on this camp and you're on that camp. But my message tonight is this. We've heard so much from so many passionate people. And I'm 56 years old, and I've spent about the last 30 years of my life in animal agriculture, sitting in meetings, collaborating. And this is a big thing now, especially in animal agriculture, because what? We have wolves. And we have a sage grouse, and we work so hard, and we listen to Mrs. Marshall. What was her first name? Georgia Marshall. And I listened to the passion and the anger, and she's not going to let somebody steal what she's worked so hard for. And I flashed back into that 30 years of collaborating, and I just visioned the crumbs sweeping off the table for that little bit of what they were negotiating for. To the point, and I'll quit. I'm sorry I've gone on. We have a unique opportunity as Harney County. We have a unique opportunity to write where we're going from here. The Committee of Safety finds itself in this unique position to be in the middle of this and to visit with our elected officials and visit with Ammon and his position and be the voice of the people. The premier component of this meeting, every meeting, wherever you are, is every voice in the room, should you show up, every voice in this county is critical that they be heard, whether they're for or against, Democrat or Republican, just moved here 6 months ago, been here for 12 generations. Every voice is critical and must be heard.
All right.
With respect.
Down, buddy. We only got 5 more minutes.
The place to go now is to the future. How do we heal? How do we move forward? Community of Safety is working on that. We started with 7, we're now up to 80. Our position is to move forward and make this a better place for everybody. Everybody's voice in the room. And that's where the power is. Okay? We've got the sheriff's back. We love the sheriff's department and all these guys that are in it. We've got Steve Grasty's back. Because why? We, the people of Harney County, put him where he is.
Yes.
We will hold him accountable, but we will also have his back.
My name is Jennifer Williams. My son was injured 2 years ago this month in a severe auto accident. And I see a lot of the folks in this room that came to fundraisers, that have prayed for him, that have stood beside him, and now I watch you guys kill each other off with your mouths and your broken hearts, because we all hurt. We're all hurting for the same thing. And I think that's where we're lost, is we're not seeing that we're all on the same page. We all want government that's accountable. We all want each other's backs. We all want to work together. We all want to pray for each other. I've seen it. But I also saw he had eye surgery yesterday. It's a long process to get these things fixed. Ammon, you need to go home to your family. Thank you. Thank you. I have learned so many things that I didn't realize. Like when Walton said the other day that BLM said they would build the fences and now they want the ranchers too. I didn't know that. I'm sorry, I was busy. I was busy doing other things. I didn't know these things. Now I'm aware. Now I know what to watch for. Thank you guys for bringing that up. Please, this is a community that sticks together like none other. I grew up in Los Angeles. We never, ever would have had the support for our family that I have had through this community. And I thank you guys. I thank you beyond compare. And I just ask that we stick together, we take each other's backs, we make ourselves chocolate chip cookies or whatever. Work together. Let's not forget. Let's keep meeting and let's get it fixed, what we can fix. But let's not kill each other off. Please? You guys mean too much to us. Thank you.
Listen, we said we were going to end at 8:30 and we're going to. That's a great set of comments to end on. This is a great place. Emma and I do admire you for showing up here. But your point was made 14, 15 days ago. Let's move on. We can make this work. Any one of you want to come to my office, I'll make time. I'm consumed every day by the stuff that's going on around us in our community. But any one of you is welcome to my office anytime. It may take me a few minutes to get there. Ask Sharon, she's here. Mr. Bundy, if this was going to go upside down, you were going to be attacked, I suspect this is probably as good a place as any. That didn't happen. Give us respect for that. I can't commit to sheriff or law enforcement, but you came in here peaceful, and you're going to leave peacefully as best I can tell. Don't stop. I'll get you in my pickup, I'll drive you wherever you want to go. I don't care if it's Utah, I'll take you there. But go home, will you? We got families. We need to move on. For the rest of you, help us get this together. You want to come up and beat me up? I'll be there to be beat up. I suspect Pete and Dan will take it too. Dan's over trying to figure out a collaborative effort that we can put together, grassroots, driven by all of us, to help do this, further the success stories we've had, make them better, get empowered, hear better, make our decisions. But you guys got to help me, the whole community. Thanks for your evening here. I really appreciate it. Next Monday at 7 here.